Mr. President, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we recently marked the 75th anniversary of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This cornerstone document paved the way for the progressive development of international human rights law and continues to do so today. When it comes to human rights, the work is never really done. Just 2 days ago, we marked the grim anniversary of Russia's unjustified and illegal aggression against Ukraine. The war is causing enormous human suffering and destruction across the entire country. Slovenia condemns this act in strongest terms and calls for accountability for human rights violations. Accountability for atrocities and violations of international human rights law is crucial. This month, on 14 February, I signed the Ljubljana, the Hague Convention on Mutual Legal Assistance and Extradition, together with the representatives of more than 30 states from around the world. I encourage all others to do the same. The latest conflict between Hamas and Israel has been raging in Gaza for 5 months, with civilians, mostly women and children, paying the highest price. Permanent and sustainable ceasefire is urgently needed to end the human suffering. International humanitarian law and human rights law must be respected. But there are many other ongoing conflicts and crises around the world that negatively affect human rights. They too require our full attention. To name but a few: Afghanistan, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Haiti, Iran, Mali, Myanmar, and Sudan. As a member of the UN Security Council, Slovenia attaches particular importance to the gross and systematic human rights violations and abuses in situations on the Security Council's agenda, and also focuses on the protection of civilians, especially children, and on the Women, Peace and Security agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, the Human Rights Council has many mechanisms at its disposal to respond to human rights challenges and situations around the world. There is also the indispensable work of the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights and his office. In order to keep our compass steady, we also need strong institutions and civil society to hold us accountable. We must therefore invest in the resilience of our societies and strengthen the social fabric, including by upholding the highest human rights standards. There should be no attacks and reprisals against human rights defenders. And speaking of our societies, a stark reminder: the backsliding on gender equality and the worsening situation of women worldwide are symptomatic of the growing disparities and inequalities within and between our societies. The empowerment and participation of women and girls at all levels should therefore remain high on our agenda. Today there are many emerging challenges that pose risks to human rights. New technologies, including artificial intelligence, climate change, pandemics and the rapid demographic changes are just the most obvious. To tackle some of them and contribute to the common good, Slovenia will continue to call for a comprehensive human rights framework for older persons as well. We are concerned about the rapid aging of the population. At the current session, Slovenia, together with a core group of countries, will present a resolution on the right to a clean, healthy and sustainable environment. Together with partners, it will also table a resolution on the rights of persons belonging to minorities. As the chair of the Committee on Victim Assistance of the Anti-Personal Mine Ban Convention, Slovenia strongly advocates for the promotion of the safety, protection and full social inclusion of persons with disabilities and landmine survivors. Mr. President, as the UN reviews its vision for the future with a summit in September, we must mainstream human rights throughout the outcome document in order to ensure peace, stability and sustainable development for all. Slovenia remains committed to human rights and look forward to possibly rejoining the Human Rights Council for a third time in the 2026-2028 period. As always, we stand ready to play our part. Thank you.